All right. Episode, what, 4?
Yes, we're on
Yeah,
episode
4.
4 now.
Demon
So,
in the Snow.
I think we start off with that so-called demon in the snow because,
The
well,
Alaska front.
yeah, or I should say demons in the snow. Now, you see,
Yeah, we
the
see a couple
title's
of them.
misleading.
3 of them.
Yeah, the title's misleading
Well,
because,
4 technically. 4 technically, because jury's out on Charlie.
like the thing is, there's a death claw there, which we'll discuss in a minute. But that's supposed to be sort of the demon in the snow, according to the writers. But according to me, there's a few other much bigger threats there, and they need to be dealt with. And actually, I mean. So we see Cooper Howard. He's got that. What is it? T-45 power armor. That's what's called, right?
T-45. I think that's the
And
first.
the weaknesses
Well,
of it.
no. I don't know what comes first, because I know in Fallout 3, when you do the Alaskan simulator, I guess it's a little later in the war, and they've got the T-50 something, T-51 maybe. So I don't know which one's older and which one's newer. I'd assume the T-50, whatever number it is, T-50. I'm going to say T-51. I assume that's newer than the T-45, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I do know that there's a glitch
so
in the
yeah,
game
we
that
see
armor never deteriorates, though.
Oh, really?
But anyway, we see Cooper. Yeah, we see Cooper
actually,
in the.
I would really like a set of armor that doesn't lose its durability, because I hate durability in video games. Now, actually, in Fallout, I will say, most of the time it was pretty convenient to fix weapons because you find a lot of duplicates, or at least in New Vegas you do. So,
Well,
what
it was
but
in the Operation Anchorage DLC, you're in like a simulation. So technically, none of the armor is real, so I don't think it deteriorates in the simulation. However, I think there was like a bug, or not even a bug, it was just like a oversight with the assets, that when you get the armor in the game, they use the same asset that was in the simulation, so it's not considered like real life armor. It's considered like the simulation armor, so it never deteriorates or something like that.
right,
I'd have to relook it up to
interesting.
verify that, but I remember reading that before.
So yeah, Cooper Howard, he's got his armor, and the communists exploit it like the little rats that they are, and he's pretty much screwed. The communist
he's with Charlie, right? And Charlie, they get an order to go back to base.
Yeah.
And Charlie's more than happy to abandon the mission. He wants to let his little commie friends get the upper hand, probably.
Yes, absolutely. Charlie, I'm not, I'm just, you know what? I think we just got I have a theory. He was like, I think that Charlie, one way or another, he was trying to send Cooper Howard to his death by his communist friends there. Now you might say, well, exactly. You might say, well, if that were the case, then how come they're fighting the war in the first place? He's probably killed some communists. And well, to that, I'd say, well, shut the hell up. He's trying to kill Cooper Howard. That's what I'd say.
Well, he's probably drafted.
Yeah.
I don't know if he.
Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to sabotage the war effort as much as he can.
Yeah. Because a regular commie would have just burned their draft card, but a spy commie would have joined regardless.
Absolutely. That's right. Maybe had to kill a few other commies here along the way. But, the ends justify the means when you're a communist.
And, what is it, three, they all seem impressed with the T-45. It would have been
Yes,
nice
that's
to
right.
see It would have been nice to see the stealth, the Crimson Dragoons, but there might be a lore reason why they didn't show up in the episode, but it looks to be just regular Chinese soldiers.
Yes, yes. Um, those communist soldiers, they get the best of Cooper Howard, and before he's about to meet his communist maker, we hear a little weird sound, and we see this epic based capitalist Deathclaw come out and rip those communists to death. He's ripped them their little communist shreds. And then, it gets in Cooper Howard's face, and it's like, it's just like a dog, basically. It's like this cute little puppy. They protected him. Did a good job. He was a good boy.
It smelled the capitalism on him, so he let him live.
Yes. So that after that.
So it's a good thing Charlie did leave, because he would have been all over Charlie.
No, that's a horrible thing. He should have stayed. The Deathclaw would have got him. And then we wouldn't have to deal with any of that cringe stuff a couple episodes ago. What was that?
Wait.
Yeah, I think that was episode 2, maybe. Wait, no, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think that was
episode 3. Was last year. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, I'm looking at my notes here, and that's correct.
The Veterans Hall.
Yeah, I'm just all disoriented
So
because, we're not watching it all at once.
Yeah. I've been seeing a little. What do you think happened there? Because I've been seeing people say that the Deathclaw was just blind. I heard some people say they heard like a little beeping on it that was like implied that it had the mind control device on it.
Well, yeah, couldn't it technically have?
That's what I think probably. But the thing is, like, if they're going to go that route, they're probably going to use the same ones they show us in the show or in season 2, and the ones in season 2 don't appear to be working
functional
at all.
Yeah.
Every time someone uses it, their head explodes. So
yeah, well, I mean, maybe it only works on Deathclaws. That's what they're gonna. Because we know that
someone say it could have just escaped its containment, but I don't think that sounds right. I think if it was just escaping, it wouldn't have had any issue mauling Cooper.
Yeah, well, it had to have had some sort of reason as to why it didn't attack him.
Yeah.
We know that. It just doesn't make any sense. But
then it runs off into the snow. We get the radio that the commies are retreating.
Yes.
And we jump back to present time, I believe, right?
Yes, with Maximus, I think.
Your favorite.
Yes. Yeah, no, it said nobody ever. I mean, I don't think Maximus is anybody's favorite character in this show.
It's right where we left off, right? With Harkness.
Yeah, so Xander or Harkness or whatever, he's dead, and Maximus is like, you know what? Put this power armor on Thaddeus. And Thaddeus is like, no, I don't want to do that. Which leads to a very awkward sequence of events throughout the entire episode. And so some might argue that it sort of made the Brotherhood of Steel look very stupid, or at least this factor. But I guess we'll get into that when we come to it.
Well,
so
they've never been portraying this chapter of the Brotherhood to be that intelligent, so it kind of checks out for them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, they're a bunch of freaks. So, as it turns out, the Brotherhood of Steel is tracking Xander's armor. So immediately, I mean, Thaddeus probably was just going to run away and leave the kids there, I guess. So that goes to show
did they say is it the armor or the vertibird?
Oh, you might be right. It might have been the vertibird, but actually, I don't know.
If it was the armor, they would have been able to tell that, because Thaddeus didn't take Xander's armor. He took the armor Thaddeus Well, no, both those suits was Xander, so never mind. Because remember, he said,
Yeah,
"Oh, he's got two suits." Maximus jumped in one of Xander, so it probably still would have had the
yeah,
tracker on it. So
yes, that's right. Um, so yeah, they just kind of go and well, I guess they
they
go
go back.
back to the Brotherhood of Steel base.
They board the airship. They said the name of it,
Yes,
but I
yes,
can't
yes.
remember. The Cassawan or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And
I don't.
he immediately just tells Dane what happened,
Mm.
and
Uh,
and Dane
and,
gets all paranoid. And he tells her to, or he tells Dane. I don't want to assume. I don't know if it's ever revealed what Dane identifies as in the show, but uh, doesn't he just tell Dane to get the kids somewhere safe?
yeah, and Dane was like, Dane, I guess later on is sort of like kissing up to Maximus, like, "Wow, you're the only good person here." Or maybe that was even in this scene. I can't quite remember.
No, I think it was a
Oh
little
my.
later because he immediately goes to Quintus
Yeah, it
and
is actually. Yeah. Yeah, it is later on because we get, unfortunately, another scene with Dane later on in the episode. I know, guys, it's horrible. I've had just about enough with Dane.
yeah.
I
All
feel
right, I
like
got another. Like would
all right,
like
yeah, go ahead.
because he tells Dane to get the children right, and these are like squires, so they're like like indoctrinated, right? Like you'd assume the
Yes.
children are probably beaten loyal by now. And Dane takes them into the little hangar where they're hiding, and is immediately like, "Don't come out till the shooting stops." And at this point, there hadn't been any shooting, so Dane just kind of spoiled that there's like a coup about to happen within the Brotherhood. So I think Dane's going to end up getting executed once Quintus gets out and retakes.
Please,
I
please,
think
writers, please.
I think Dane is going to be the first major character death. That's my prediction now.
I guess major is sort of a relative term.
Named character.
Uh,
Named recurring character.
If I had to give one criticism of this show, it's that there's a few too many characters that I dislike, even though they're not bad guys. Even though they're not antagonists, there's a few too many characters that I don't like. I think I gave you a bit of a list of the characters I don't like. Of course, one of them, I think the number one character I dislike being Moldiver. Thankfully, that Tommy is no longer with us, as far as we know.
Yeah, as far as we know, right? But he immediately goes to Quintus in that little war room he's got.
Yes.
And he kind of just immediately tells him what happened. And Maximus, like the stupidest thing ever, has to admit, because he tells him that he killed Xander, and he wants to know why. And he says that Xander was about to kill kids. And it looked like Quintus was like okay with it, right? Until Maximus had to ruin it by saying they were ghoul kids. And that's when Quintus immediately pulls out a gun and starts shooting at him.
Yeah, because, it's just disgusting. Why would you try to save a bunch of muties? That's the thing. When I first saw Xander, I didn't think I was going to like this guy. And then when that scene happened, I was like, okay, this guy gets it. This guy is good for the wasteland. He's going to clean things up. He's going to clean things up in the wasteland. Because why? I mean, after a nuclear apocalypse, why do you want the remnants of the nuclear apocalypse to remain there? Like, why would you want that? It's time to clean things up and get things back to how they were.
You should run for office in the apocalypse.
Well, of course. I mean, I feel like the thing is, I don't really want power in the wasteland because that's Mr. House's job. I'm just there to help the guy. So
do we cut to Thaddeus in the lunchroom after that, or
ac no, we have some stuff going on in Vault 33. Actually, it's only just
okay, we cut back to that. We cut to Betty. Yeah, Reg and Betty.
yeah, and they're talking about the incest club.
Yeah, the incest anonymous.
As I wrote it, just simply the incest club, which gives it a little bit of context, but I don't think the context is actually too important. Anyway, so we get a little scene.
Well, it's implied everybody's there for the free food, so.
Yeah, but I mean, there's definitely a little bit of shared, common interest amongst them. So, he's there and he needs to get some water. Of course, there's a water problem in Vault 33.
Yeah.
So he goes and sees Betty, and he's like, well, guess what? I'm going to keep taking extra water anyway because this is my club, and we're going to keep talking about
Betty
all the
signed off on she signed off to let him be in charge of refreshments or something for the club. So he's technically within his she okayed it. So
yeah, it's all contractual. So yeah, that's kind of her fault. I mean, she should. When you're an overseer, you can't just be thinking about the present. You have to be thinking about the future, which we're seeing great leadership being exhibited in Vault 32, unlike Vault 33, when we're having Betty in charge. Well,
Betty immediately goes to Vault 32 to ask for handouts.
Yeah, handouts. Who asked for handouts? A communist.
And pretty much, they kind of talk about the mission, right? They bring that up every now and then. Betty seems to have abandoned it by this point.
Yes,
but Stephanie seems to be still for the company. But I want to bring this back because in this first season, it is heavily implied that Betty was just as bad as Hank, right? Because she kind of implies that she helped him nuke Shady Sands because he said whenever Pipsqueak was asking about his mom, Betty says that she buried him, or she buried her along with Hank. So
yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I feel like she's they're going to have to do a lot more if they're wanting us to be sympathetic. Well, I mean, I guess nuking the NCR is kind of funny, but
yeah,
she's by no means a good karma character.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel as good as it would be for Betty to have helped, nuke Shady Sands. I still do not feel a bit of remorse for her. I mean, she's a looter. She's trying to take, loot and leech off of Vault 32 because she's too much. She's too stupid to figure out a solution to fixing the water problem in Vault 33. I mean, so she doesn't have anything to trade for some of the Vault 32's water. Nothing at all, which is why Stephanie has to blackmail Betty. Or not blackmail so much, but manipulate her.
I mean, I wouldn't even go so far as to that. She just kind of has her over a barrel. Betty she can't really say no to Steph's demands.
No, absolutely, that's true. That's true.
She asks for something out of Hank's lockbox, right?
Yes, that's right. Which we don't know what that is yet, but that'll. Yeah,
I don't think it's what we see later, but it'll be interesting to see what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine if it's one of those mind control devices and she puts it on Betty. Interesting.
But we see somebody eavesdropping. We see a little peeping Tom peeking around the corner.
Patty. Piggy.
Piggy.
Yeah, his name's Piggy, I think. I think that's the name I gave him.
I'll take your word for it. I don't remember the credit list, but
I don't remember his goddamn name. That's why he's Piggy.
But I guess they also imply that Bud's dead, right? Because Betty says that she found Bud upside down in a mop bucket.
Yeah, I think she even explicitly said that he's dead now.
Maybe. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Bud might be our first major character death, but I guess he wasn't really living. He was just a brain in a little pickle jar.
Well, I mean, I think you can argue as to whether or not he's still human. I mean, he's missing the body, but he's still a brain.
So then what? We cut from that to Vault 31 people, right?
Yes. We have Pippi, and he's going on his little expedition, his little odyssey with
They're all
with
eating dry macaroni noodles. The Pip Squad.
Yep. Yeah, the Pip Squad, and he has a little bit of beef with that one member of the Pip Squad. I don't remember the guy's name, but
he's kind of taking initiative, and I don't think he likes that because he knows he probably couldn't beat him in a fist fight, so he's going to have to outsmart
pressure him or something. Yes, exactly. I mean, Pippi,
it's kind of funny though. I think the Vault 31 people are going to be a little more entertaining than the 32 and 33 Vault dwellers, because they were sitting around there talking about, oh, I actually like the dry noodles.
I think that's a bit of a hot take. It depends on what you mean by the Vault 32 dwellers. Like, I mean, if you're talking about the dwellers, not including the overseer, like that's a fair take. But if you're including the overseer, I feel like Pippi, is just not gonna, compete there. I mean, it is Pippi. I think I definitely say Pippi's not like nearly as high on my least favorite character list right now because he has some. Unfortunately, he just doesn't quite compete with some of the characters that we're dealing with more frequently now.
He's getting a little complex on him because he really doesn't like that the guy's taking initiative because he knows that he probably sees that this person is like a natural leader, and he doesn't like that. So he's probably going to do something about that before the season's over.
Absolutely. This is the thing that that's good about Pipsqueak right now. Pipsqueak, when he's on screen, at the very least, it's interesting. When Maximus is on screen, I just feel like taking a nap. I feel like fast forwarding. I just oh my god! At the end of episode 3, when Xander is about to do the coolest thing in the show thus far, Maximus freaking ruined it. He just ruins every single scene he's in. I can't stand the guy anymore. I can't stand him. He might actually be the main villain of the show.
Main villain.
He might actually be secretly the main antagonist.
Well, I can't wait to see your reaction if that rumor about him joining the NCR will be.
If that fucking happens, I am going. And it all makes sense too, because he lived in Shady Sands. He was born in Shady Sands. It all makes sense. He's going back to his roots. Well, never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but unfortunately, I don't think YouTube would be okay with that.
But anyway, what was his name? The assistant that. Did you write his name down?
No. Where at?
Pipsqueak. He was talking to the girl who admitted she had been in Vault Tech for like a week. So this also contributes to my statement from a few episodes ago when I said this wasn't like the cream of the crop. These were like buds, these were like the secretaries and Like I think Cooper even says that Hank was the guy that they'd get to do the laundry for him. This wasn't like the upper echelon of the corporation. This was like
not at all.
Buds. These were like the merit badge people.
And I think we're going to be seeing Pippi have a little bit of a love arc with her. Probably that's what
Possibly.
I think. I bet. That other guy there, that he's competing with. I bet he's going to be interested in her too. Maybe that's even her boyfriend or something like that. And then
Possibly.
Pipsqueak's gonna take
Kill him.
kill him, get him dealt with.
So what do you think they're going to? Because he said like they're going to phase 2.
I'm gonna predict that will happen by episode 6. I don't think we're gonna.
6. Yeah, you don't think that's going to be like in the season reveal? You think that's going to kick up like payoff before the end of the season?
You mean like Pipsqueak? So the shadow of Pipsqueak is going to be revealed like at the end of the season?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I hope they do at least. I don't know.
I think
I don't know how much they're going to wrap up these storylines before the end of the season, because it's already been confirmed for season 3. So we know they're going to probably leave some sort of open-ended ending to it.
That's right. So we have Lucy and the ghoul, and they're on their way to the strip, and she's become a drug addict.
Oh no, she wakes up in the NCR compound.
Oh, don't even get me started on those communists.
She wakes up there, and they just give her all their guns.
Yeah, I blocked that out of my memory for some reason.
A little disappointed the Legion didn't get to him by now, but I do think it'll happen. I predict that because we're going to see more of the Legion because we've seen more of them in the trailer. The Lacerta Legate, or as we know him as Kevin the Legate, is
Kevin the Legate.
He's probably going to take. I have a feeling he's going to be like the new Caesar.
Of course, I mean they're paying Macaulay Culkin a lot of money. Probably.
I'm predicting right now that the next time we see the Legion, like we're going to have like a little establishing shot of their camp, and I feel like those 2 NCR Rangers are going to be able to cross. That they finally tracked them down and got them. That's my prediction right now. Because we know Cooper Howard had to have given them the location, right? Because they upheld their end of the bargain. They cut Lucy down, so he had to have given them their location.
Yeah, I mean, those people are basically dead. They're basically the living dead anyway. So they're not doing anything. They might as well die. Might as well be put on the cross.
They gotta kind of give the Legion some sort of maybe not importance. Like they got to make them seem somewhat threatening, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, they sort of look like goofs when that Civil War broke out. That was a little.
Yeah, I mean, the plot line was a little comedic, but like the Legion itself did kind of they still had brutal aspects, but they were definitely like toned down a bit.
Yeah, for sure. It's not. They could. I mean, it makes sense, though, as Mr. House predicted, and as we know, Mr. House is never wrong. Without Kaiser, things just sort of fall apart there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how Kevin turns out for him. So,
and Lucy actually went and said one of the most base things in the show after walking away. She said, all she saw there were more matching jackets.
The NCR offers her a spot. She says she's busy.
But we do know, however, which faction in Fallout New Vegas does not have matching jackets, and that would be, the one belonging to the sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip, Mr. House.
You don't consider the Securitron the Securitrons to have matching jackets?
No, because they're not people.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because as I said, Mr. House, until he gets a courier, is running a one-man operation.
Oh, he's got Victor.
Victor's a damn machine too.
He's got spunk. He's got personality.
Yeah, he's got a little zest to him. Yeah, that's no doubt about that.
He's one step above machine, one step below human.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, Lucy immediately becomes addicted, which I thought was kind of funny at how easy it is to get addicted in the game. So
Yeah,
That was
I
funny.
thought that was a funny joke because like I think she did a good the actress did a good job of pulling it off too. Like it was all a funny thing.
Like, I don't think it's going to become like a super like critical like plot point. She's probably going to
It's probably
get
not
over
even
it
going to be
within.
there in the next episode.
No, I think it will because it like after the next scene, she looks down and sees her hand shaking. So I think it'll probably get resolved probably by episode 6, just like the phase 2 thing.
Yeah. And then we see Lucy and the ghoul, and they make it outside the gate of the strip there. Things are looking a little rough, but we also see the Kings
The
and their ghoul
Kings,
fight.
yes.
And immediately
Well,
she's
yeah, because Cooper or the ghoul, he's surprised by this, right? He's surprised to see it like this.
yeah.
And Lucy asks if he was expecting a welcoming party. He said, "Yeah, kinda," which I feel like implies like he might be somewhat on good terms with Mr. House, unless he was just expecting the welcoming party to be the Securitrons that kept gunning down that NCR Ranger outside the gate to the strip.
I interpreted it as he just thought there was going to be some stuff there, like some whether it's Securitrons or just some activity.
I was probably reading a little too much into it. What'd you feel about the Ghoul Kings?
Well, I mean, as we know, the Kings do survive in one form of the Mr. House ending, so
Yeah.
So I like that.
I do believe the show writer did say that that wasn't all of them, that they still exist somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, so immediately Lucy starts mowing these guys down just because she feels like it. And then she says to the ghoul, well, these guys are only ghouls. It doesn't matter if I kill them or not. And I'm surprised he didn't take any offense to that. I mean, he's a ghoul, so.
Yeah.
And then the last one she kills, as it turns out, that was the king.
Do you think it was?
Well, I heard people saying it was, I think.
It looked like him.
It probably was, to be honest. Because there's not really any consequences to killing him off. Maybe some fans would be upset about that.
Oh, they are. I've seen them on Facebook saying they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just don't really have any emotional attachment to the king because he kind of got dealt with when I played New Vegas anyway.
Yeah.
My Mark II Securitrons took care of him.
Do you remember what happened after that?
Yeah, so more scenes with Thaddeus, I think.
We go back. Is that the mess hall?
Yeah, he's just like he's dealing with Butchie McGee and the guy. Well, Butchie McGee, that should be YouTube safe. That's her name. That's literally her name. I saw it on the X-ray, guys. Trust me. Butchie McGee. They're like
they're immediately trying to portray Quintus already. Like they're immediately wanting to double cross him.
Yeah, this whole place is just a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, but we get the name drop Elder Maxon, which kind of implies that the Brotherhood is the canon ending for Fallout 4.
Right. Yeah, I remember you told me that last Wednesday, which is interesting.
Yeah, but that means he's kind of still in charge, so it is the same Brotherhood we see in Fallout 4 at the very least.
Yes.
And Dane just walks into an unguarded cold fusion chamber and steals it.
That's actually a very good point. Why the hell was that unguarded?
I mean, Quintus is locked up in the thing, but still, there should have been.
Yeah, no, there don't be the guards there 24/7. What the fuck? Sorry, pardon my French, but that's a really good point. That does not make any sense at all.
Like, I don't see a single person in that entire room.
They have this unlimited technology, and they just have it unguarded.
Like, say what you want about Moldova, she at least had it in the same room as her.
And then you have Dane with their little pedo stash walking on in there. And so they just steal it. It steals it. Yeah.
It causes like the I think it was the Grand Canyon elder to he immediately finds out about it and immediately just starts a giant gunfight.
Yeah. And Maximus, of course, had locked Quintus in that room. Dane finds Maximus and says, "You know what, Maximus? You're the only decent person around here," and just gives him cold fusion. That's right. Maximus has cold fusion, and if he joins the NCO, that means the NCO is going to have cold fusion, and I'm going to kill myself. There's going to be game over for the Fallout universe if that happens.
Maybe he ends up giving it to Mr. House, though.
Well, Maximus, I mean, if he did that, I guess that would make up for a lot of the things he's done in the past, wouldn't it? Oh, I can't wait for the next episode because it looks like we're going to be getting some Mr. House content. But
yeah.
Anyway, so we're back in Vault 32 now, and this is really getting to the near end of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
We get to a very interesting lore drop, but first Stephanie's schooling Piggy. Piggy's like, "Oh, I heard all this stuff that you were doing, and that's against the social contract or whatever they have in Vault 32." I don't know what the law or what do they call it there? I don't even remember.
I can't remember what he says. It had to have been something like corporate sounding, right?
Oh, I'm just going to call it the social contract for now because it's
okay.
Actually, no, because Vault 32 doesn't have a social contract. Vault 33 has a social contract because they're a bunch of commies. Anyway, Stephanie's like, "Well, I'll look at your report and investigate it."
She'll run it up the ladder, run it up the chain.
She'll run up the ladder to herself. And yeah. So Piggy has, he's a little upset by that. I think he doesn't like this sort of power dynamic in Vault 32, and that's something that I respect a lot about Vault 32 is that we're not dealing with any of this cringe democracy stuff anymore. It's Stephanie's turned into an autocracy.
Yeah.
And then because Chet's being a weird little pervert and
snooping through her wallet.
Yeah, and we find out that Stephanie is not only just a member of Vault-Tec, which we already knew, but that what we find out is that she's Canadian.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting lore drop. Probably explains a lot.
Perhaps. but remember, like, Canada was annexed by the U.S. in the lore, so...
Yeah, it's a territory of the U.S. And then, after that, we see what could potentially be one of the most disgusting things in the history of Fallout lore.
What
are you laughing about, William?
Laughing because everything ends up being there.
Yeah, you hear this? When you hear this, you're going to agree with how terrible it is. The strip has been ransacked, possibly bombed. I don't know what's going on there.
We know there's a radiation leak. We know.
There's rats all over the place, which was not there. There were no rats on the strip when I played Vault New Vegas. So that means that something bad has happened to the strip, and that Mr. House might be offline right now.
I've heard a couple theories. Someone said that the Lucky 30, because Mr. House mentions a couple times, or that the reactor under the Lucky 38 has went into meltdown a couple times. I've heard that as a theory.
I have a feeling that, well, you have a bit of a theory as to what might have happened here, right?
Yeah. But we'll go through the whole thing before we talk about that.
Yeah, so immediately I see the strip here. And that's not the strip that I saw when I played New Vegas, I can tell you that. It wasn't all radiated. And it wasn't all dark and, only half lit. And I was just ready to get up. I was just ready to get up and punch my TV and crack that screen, because this would never happen. No matter what, whether it's a reactor, whether it's some sort of secret deep state shadow organization, it doesn't matter. Mr. House has contingency plans for all this stuff. He would have
still
dealt
will.
with them. Yeah, I mean, the House always wins. It's a law. It's sort of a law of nature and followed. Yeah. And so Lucy and the ghoul, they're just wandering around there. It's like, whoa, what happened here? And maybe Lucy's going to become a ghoul too. I mean, she's kind of already got the facial structure for it. I think she'll make a pretty good ghoul.
Cooper, or the ghoul, looks up at the Lucky 38.
Does anything else happen here before we kind of get the hint at the death claw?
Well, we see the rad thing go up, so
yeah, so we hear the sound effects too.
And she sees the what she calls a chicken egg.
Yes, and it was actually a death claw egg, right?
Yeah, and then we see a death claw come out of the Gamora.
Yes, and I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where it ends. She goes okie dokie, and credits roll.
Yeah, well,
I believe in the trailer we see a second one. I can't remember unless it was just edited to make it look like there was a second one.
I mean, realistically, the ghoul should be able to destroy these things, no problem. I mean, he's the ghoul. But we already saw the ghoul have trouble with a giant rad scorpion, so
That's true.
I don't think it's going to be quite all, sunshine and rainbows.
I believe, from what the teaser for episode 5 looked like, it looks like they might hide in the Lucky 38.
Yeah, that might. Maybe there will be somehow Victor shows up there, like literally he just somehow there.
He's somehow there in the game, so
he's like, "Howdy there, partner," and he says, "Well, if you come on up to the penthouse, I got a special surprise for you."
Yeah, but Lucy's got to wait in the lobby, just like all your companions does.
Yeah, which that implies that the ghoul's the main protagonist of the show.
Well, I mean, he pretty much is at this point.
I mean, Maximus is not a protagonist. He is an antagonist. So, Maximus is basically going to go from being a fascist to a communist within the span of 16 episodes of television. Less than 16 hours of programming.
So, what's your theories?
Well, so I have a theory that yeah, well, it seems like there's a lot of Enclave business going on here, so Stephanie's almost definitely going to survive, join up with the Enclave and maybe even take them over from within. What else did I have here? So yeah, again, Maximus. I'm gonna go along with your theory that he's gonna join the NCR and he's gonna become a massive communist. I mean, he's basically already an honorary commie anyways because I don't like him. I mean, I'm sure he's been oppressed his whole life, whether it be by Hank McClane, whether it be by some bullies in the Brotherhood of Steel. I just really can't wait to see Mr. House in the next episode. I'm just going to house out if that happens.
Yeah, because we see him in the teaser, so we're at least getting the flashback.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to use the word pinko again. That'd be pretty badass.
We'll see. But I think we'll finally get the answer to the body double thing.
I think that it's definitely just what we've been saying since episode 1, and that the body double is just sort of a plot that he's like.
Yeah, but I think it'll be made certain next episode.
Because, I mean, it seems like he's just able to sneak around, and again, he uses the body double just so he can do this. Like, so nobody actually recognizes him.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I guess at one point against it being Anthony House, now that I think about it, is that you would think that those workers in the first episode that confronted him would actually recognize him. Like, presumably Anthony House would be a fairly famous person, right?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good point.
Yeah, like especially if they use
it's not
tool.
like H&H is local. H&H is a at minimum nationwide company.
Yeah, so honestly, I think that's probably they would have just recognized that he was.
That's actually a very good point. So I'm going to start using that when I see it from now on.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much game over for that theory, unless the writers are stupid.
But I mean, I guess like I don't know what the CEO of like DeWalt looks like, but I know what like Elon Musk looks like. So
yeah, but that's still he wouldn't be able to sneak around and like go talk to like Cooper Howard and and all this stuff without being recognized
Probably.
eventually. So I think he's definitely Robert House.
yeah,
I think there's enough evidence now that it's pretty much. Well, that's fantastic. Actually, I think we just debunked a very popular theory on the East of Eden podcast.
yeah.
Not only do they want to steal our theories all the time, we're debunking their crappy theories.
Yeah,
That's massive. I'm very tired right now, so my brain's not working at a very, very high capacity. And even so, I mean, we just put that to rest. That's absolutely wonderful.
well, we pretty much covered the whole episode. So
Yes, and just as a note for everybody, everybody watching today, at the time of filming, this is actually my birthday, so I expect lots of birthday wishes in the comments, and absolutely no commie crap.
well, happy birthday! I didn't know it was your birthday, but happy birthday.
Thank you. I was saving it for the podcast, of course. I had to make sure everybody knows,
All 5 people.
including myself.
Well, yeah, I think it's definitely pointing to the Enclave. I think although I did see one unsettling thing, but I think it could have just been an oversight that someone pointed out that all the marquees in Vegas or in the Strip were the same marquees that were in the game, which kind of implies it might not have. Whatever happened might have not been too far after the events of New Vegas.
Oh my God! Hopefully that's not true.
Yeah, but it could have just been the assets they were using. It could have just been like an homage to the.
That's what I
game.
would guess. At the end of the day, I mean, I think it makes more sense to use that as a reference and like make a bunch of new ones.
Yeah, I don't think the ending credits are like any sort of things that are something that people need to take notes of, even though I see people do. But the ending credits showed like Camp McCarran, which is the NCR base just south of Vegas, and it's like it's doing a pan out, and it shows like a whole bunch of legions attacking the NCR, and they're like all dead. And someone said that like the corpses are still in the process of decaying, so it couldn't have been like 10 years ago, after like when the Hoover Dam happened. So
well, I mean, if we get a little,
I think those are just cinematics. I don't think those are anything to focus on.
well, I mean, if we get a little scene of the Legion slaughtering some communists, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Now, I guess we should cap it off with, what do you think your favorite moment or scene from this episode was?
From this episode?
Yeah, like, what do you think the best moment was?
Let's see. I'm replaying the episode in my head just so I can I think some of the I don't know, I think this was a pretty good episode overall. I don't have any things I hated. Like I liked seeing Lucy and the ghoul interact with each other. I liked I like I said, I still do like the overall Brotherhood story. I like seeing the like. I think I smiled a bit whenever Elder Maxon got name dropped.
Yeah. Actually, just to comment real quick, I would like to say that this episode actually once again reinforced my theory that the ghoul sort of views Lucy as sort of like a daughter-like figure. He was very proud of her when she was doing all that shooting and all that,
Yeah.
and was even proud of her for taking drugs, I'd say.
She
I'd
even
say-
wanted the cigarette, and he said, one addiction at a time.
Yeah, that was quite funny. I'd say my favorite part was probably the massive reveal that Stephanie's a Canadian. That was a absolutely
that hits home for you,
monumental.
so.
What was that?
That hits home for you, so that checks
Absolutely, absolutely.
Did you see where it said she was from? Was it, or was it too blurry?
I didn't catch that. I don't know if it was that detailed or not.
You have to go back and look.
Actually,
What would you do if it?
I do think I looked to see if Nova Scotia was mentioned there, and I don't remember seeing it. So I don't think I remember seeing any province mentioned.
Let's see if Google knows real quick before we finish.
Yes, I'm sure that everybody's been posting about that huge reveal. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, all it says is citizen of Canada.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a little vague.
Well, we'll probably find out more.
Oh,
We
I'm
might get a
sure. I mean,
flashback.
this is a massive bit of lore here. I mean, of course, Stephanie's one of the main characters of the show, so they're going to have to expand her backstory. I think there's something wrong with a show where a guy like Maximus gets more screen time than a very compelling character like Stephanie.
Well, we'll see, because I'm sure both Stephanie and Pipsqueak they got a lot left in them.
Yes.
Especially when they both join the Enclave, which is my theory.
Yes, and I believe that part of your theory is that Betty's going to get it, right?
Yeah, I think the Enclave's going to find out where Vault 32 and 33 is. And I believe it's going to be just like the opening for Fallout 2, where they just gun down everyone in Vault 13 and take prisoners. And I think that's going to be the Pipsqueak might not know it happens. Like, Pipsqueak might join them, then that happens, and he finds, like, Reg or something in, like, a prison cell, and that might be where he gets a little disillusioned with fascism.
I think we'll be seeing some very interesting things. I can't wait to see Piggy and Chet and all those losers just, get mowed down. They're almost as bad as muties.
Well, we'll have to see how it happens.
That guy with the incest club, I'm just ready for him to bite a bullet anytime. Oh, Betty, I'm ready for Betty to just get absolutely destroyed.
Like I said, Dane, those NCR people, and Betty. Those are my biggest predictions of who's getting it this season.
Oh, yeah. If Dane and Betty get removed, the show's just going to be moving up in the world. But they still have a massive amount of potential to ruin Fallout lore, and then I will call it communist fan fiction. I was just about ready to call it communist fan fiction as soon as I saw what happened to the strip. But anyway,
well, we'll have.
But it was okay. It was okay. I know Mr. House is going to appear sooner or later, so he's still alive. That's good. Deep breaths,
We'll see. I think we'll get our answers Wednesday.
Absolutely.
All right. So I guess that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I think that's everything.
All right. We'll do it on the next one.